All right, cue collectors, we're going to jump in a time machine all the way back to 1990. 1990. Let those memories jog back. I was just getting into pool shortly after that. 1990. I remember the 90s were such a heyday for pool. Brings back so many memories of all the great pool players in the 90s that dominated the Pro Tour. Now, I sure couldn't afford a cue like this in the early 90s, but this bad boy looks like it just jumped out of a time machine from 1990, made by the late, great Richard Phillippi from Pasadena, Maryland. A lot of people knew him as the Rooster. A lot of people know they call him Richard Sr. His son Rick, who is a great friend of ours, does a lot of cue repair for us here at Crossroad Cues, and also builds us custom cues that we are privileged to sell. Worked with his father in the shop in Pasadena, Maryland for a long, long time. But this one right here, this is a Richard Phillippi 4-point. It's got ebony points. Real cool looking veneer colors too. Natural and black veneers. Really straight points. The inlays are all natural. This is pre-ban, obviously, being that it's from the 90s. So that's the real McCoy right there in the points and also in the butt sleeve. 4-position dash rings. Got maple and ebony trimmed in silver. Phenolic joint, 3/8 10. This beautiful vintage Phillippi cue came in out of a private collection, and we sent it to Rick at the shop in Pasadena and had a total makeover done to bring it back to its former and now glory. So it's been refinished by the Phillippi shop. Rick does a really, really good job with his finish, as most of you know. And he is also known to do one of the absolute best linen wraps in the game. Nice tight form fit, black and white spec wrap to make the cue exactly the way that it was originally from the shop. Of course, he preserved his father's signature right there in the forearm, and that's a real feat to do by itself if you know anything about refinishing a pool cue. The butt rolls laser straight. Phillippi cues, of course, are known for extremely good playability. I mean, really good playability. What I like about this one, a lot of these old school cues would be real thick. This one is kind of in the middle. It's not a thin cue and it's not a thick cue. It's actually quite perfect, if you know what I mean. Real nice, even balance. Now, I like a lot of cues that have a forward balance. Some people do, some people don't. There's the balance point right there. Really nice, even balanced cue. It also comes with a 8-inch Predator extension. If anything shows any wear and tear, it's just the extension there. Just a little add-on. But a nice quick release Predator extension. For you players out there, they're going to put this bad boy back where it belongs. Not in a showcase. Belongs on a table. Winning you plenty of money. Each shaft has a natural ferrule. One of the shafts has a taper roll in the center when you roll it. 1-inch natural ferrules. The other one rolls really straight. Even the one that has a little bit of a roll in the center, the tip doesn't come off the table. So there you go. Nice set of joint protectors that come with it as well. 1990. You just don't find these in this type of condition anymore. The people that have them, they tend to keep them. We do also collect Phillippi cues here. I've got way too many, or this beautiful little treasure would definitely be staying with us, and if somebody doesn't buy it fast, it will stay in our collection here at Crossroad Cues. I do want to tell you that I appreciate each and every one of you that follow our page and our YouTube channel. You can see this and most of our available inventory on our website, crossroadcues.com. crossroadcues.com. If you're like me and you really, really like a vintage cue made by a world-famous cue maker that is no longer with us, somebody needs to scoop this one up real fast. We're fortunate to have it, and I'd love to see it get into someone's hands that's really going to appreciate it. Thanks for taking a look. Crossroad Cues.